By level 100, there are helicopters over the harbour and your face is on every news channel in the country. They know your name. They know your mum's name. They know where she lives. The most powerful people in the country want you found, and the most dangerous want you quiet. But right now, at level 1, you're just a bloke on a servo curb eating a pie. You need $400, and your cousin Reggie knows a way to get it. This is every level of becoming an Australian cartel member, and every level costs you something you can't buy back. Level 1, and Reggie just needs a favour. Hold this box, drive it across town. Don't open it, don't ask. You even put the seatbelt on it. Precious cargo. The whole drive, your heart is a drum solo. A cop pulls up at the lights and you forget how faces work. The light goes green. He turns left. You remember how to breathe. A stranger takes the box, hands you $400 and says nothing. $400 for 1 hour of being terrified. You call your mum and tell her you've picked up some work in logistics, because that fridge has a letter on it that keeps her up at night. You tell her you'll help out. She says you're a good boy. That night, you lie awake staring at the ceiling, because a door just opened, and you already know you're walking through it. Level 5, and one box became a Tuesday, then a Tuesday and a Thursday. The fear didn't leave. You just taught it to sit in the back. Now you're the mate who always gets the round and never explains it. Nobody asks where it comes from. Everyone learns that rule by themselves. Then your little mate Jono asks for a start, and you hesitate because some part of you knows exactly what you're handing him. You hear yourself say Reggie's words. Don't open it, don't ask. He drives off grinning like an idiot. Like you did. You catch your reflection and it takes a second to place the bloke. There's a shoebox of your own under the bed now, and it doesn't close. You buy the sneakers, the chain, the haircut. Then a number you've never seen calls your phone. And somehow, it already knows your name. Level 10, and the unknown number wanted a meeting. He slides you a phone and gives you a suburb. You've been noticed. Here, that's a promotion and a threat in the same breath. Now other blokes drive the boxes. You just make the calls. The money stops being exciting. It becomes a number you have to manage. You keep count in tally marks like a prisoner. Funny, in hindsight. You hand your mum an envelope that closes out the mortgage. She cries on the doorstep and calls you her miracle. The letter comes off the fridge. A postcard goes up. For one sunny afternoon at her barbecue, you feel like a king. But kings don't clock off. There are 2 phones next to your bed now, and you lie awake because you finally understand the rule. Stop being useful and you become a witness. The new phone rings at 3 a.m. Level 20, and doors open before you touch them. You've got the booth, the bottles, and people who laugh before the joke lands. But you're not watching the party. You're counting the exits. Then a call comes in over the music and the room goes cold. A shipment is gone, just gone, and it was moved by someone you vouched for. So now you're sitting across from Jono, the kid you gave a start. He swears on his mum. They always swear on their mums. You believe him. You scare him anyway. That's the job now. Your own mum has been calling all week. You keep letting it ring. What would you even say? You pour a drink in an apartment she's never seen. Then the quiet man sends for you. About the shipment, and you go. Level 35, and the money is too big to spend and too dirty to bank. So you buy businesses, a cafe, a car wash, a gym you have never once visited. On paper, you're a young entrepreneur with a bright future. They give you a small business award. You smile for the photo. The flashes go off and nobody sees a single true thing. You drive home and you can't feel any of it. Then Reggie asks to meet. Reggie, who started all of this. He asks for a loan. You give it without a word. And you both know the favour just reversed forever. A man who resents you is a man who remembers things. He sits in that old car a long time before he drives off. And somewhere in a grey building, someone pins your award photo to a corkboard. Level 50, and now you fly to meetings. The people above you speak 3 languages and smile in one. You're the Australian end of something that spans oceans. You are one dot on a map you will never be shown. You speak when spoken to. You'd laugh at what you've become, if you could. The higher you go, the quieter the rooms get. Some nights you can't even remember what time zone your body is in. You still keep the old phone, just for the photos. You look for that kid in the window. He's not in there. You dial your mum and hang up before it can connect. On the bed sits a passport, and the name inside it isn't yours. Then the people above you send a time and a place, and you go, because at this level, no isn't a word you own anymore. Level 65, and you're told there's a leak. They want to know if it's you. This is the interview you don't survive by talking. There's a chair in the corner no one has offered you. You say one sentence, and you make it flat and true. Then the longest silence of your life happens to you. He nods. Once, this time. You walk out on legs you don't trust. Around the corner you fold in half, and just breathe. After that, they call you family. Loyalty here is fear in a nicer suit. What you don't know is that someone has been filming for a year. You feel eyes everywhere now, so you've stopped trusting the feeling. Which is exactly when the feeling is finally right. Level 80, and you haven't slept properly in a year. Every parked car is a cop. Every friend is a maybe. The street looks normal. That's what's wrong with it. You are the center of a wall you will never get to see. Then Reggie asks to meet, and he's nervous in a way you've learned to read. His hands are shaking. He hasn't touched his coffee. He keeps pulling at his collar like the shirt is strangling him. And you realize the man who brought you in has been turned. You smile at your cousin, and something in you closes forever. You squeeze his shoulder on the way out. He flinches. The person who starts it with you is always the person who ends it. Then one more message arrives from a number you don't know. And it's a photo of your mother's front door. Level 90. And that photo means they can reach the one thing you protected. You go to her street, but you can't go in. She's in there thinking her son works in logistics. You are 10 meters away, and you can never be near her again. Everything you built for her is now a target because of you. And you're not the only one watching the house tonight. So you make a call, and you arrange to disappear. One bag. That's what a decade of climbing fits into. You leave the gold. It was never really yours. You even leave the shoebox. Full circle. The mirror shows a stranger holding your bag. You pull the old cap low and walk toward the doors. And on a screen you'll never see, a gloved hand keys a radio. Level 100. They take you at the airport with your one bag. There's no shootout and no speech. Just cold concrete and your own heartbeat. Somewhere above you, someone reads words you stop hearing halfway through. By morning, your face is the news. And your mum finds out what logistics meant on the 6 o'clock news. The trial takes months. You age years. The one time she visits, there's glass between you, and she can't look up. Reggie testifies. Of course it was Reggie. It was always going to be Reggie. You think about two kids on a servo curb who thought $400 was money. Now you have decades to count what the money actually cost. You still keep count and tally marks. It's not funny anymore. And every night you lie awake staring at a ceiling just like the first one. The curb photo is taped on the wall. It's the only thing in here that's yours. Except this time, you can't walk back through the door. There's a guard on it. There always will be.